This is Dance Showdown, and we're in the final four.
We've got the best dancers,
The best YouTube stars from gaming, comedy,
Music and beauty.
And the best judges.
And
$100,000.
on the line. I'm excited. Are you? Performing to I Cry by Flow Rider. Give it up for Miss Janelle G, Anjay33, I Dance Do You Dance, and Wildebeest.
Wanna get behind the wheel, but only one rider. I just feel got me swimming like a diver. Can't let go, I got plans in Okinawa. My heart's in Japan, quake losers and survivors. Norway, no, you didn't get my flowers. No way to say it better, but the killer was a coward. Face just showered, a minute in the hour. Heard about the news, whole day went sour. Feel the moments got me feeling like a lemon head. Put you in the box just as poisonous as cigarettes. Single my regards, but regardless, I get arrested. Ain't worried about the killers, just a young and restless. Get mad, cause a $250,000 on my necklace. Do you, I never said I was driving reckless. You and I know the jealousy is not impressive. Oh no, I can't stop, I was destined.
How do we feel? Overall creativity? Mr. Joey Fatone?
You know, I think for me, a little bit of the dance moves, I think was so excited that he was a little bit ahead or a little bit behind on certain ones, but it wasn't too bad. And the lift was cool because the lift, when he did the lift, they did it in time with the lyrics about falling and stuff like that.
It wasn't
So
just a lift to the lift, it was a lift for purpose.
Yeah, for the purpose of the lyrics. So I think he did a great job, really good. A lot of fun.
Nice. And overall dance ability for, a gamer?
He was amazing, seriously. All jokes aside, I feel like that's what this show is and why I'm so passionate about the dance is that he really became a dancer in front of my eyes and he did excellent. And
You can see the growth too from the first week, and I think just the shock factor overall is crazy. Totally. Okay, from a third person's perspective?
Even though for me, I'm kind of impressed, I forgot to say that just the lifts themselves, like he doesn't look like a big guy, and it's not like Bryn's that big either, but I don't know if I could even do that. Like, how long did he have her up there? Just doing spins?
Quite a while.
Yeah, it was actually, I felt like it was longer than what I asked him to do.
Yeah, it was a long
And
time.
coincidentally, she does have a bit of a muscle, so
Yeah, I
she's
mean,
not the
she's
lightest
not like
feather in
a
the feather
small
patch.
twig.
Right.
So it was like, coming from that side too, that was impressive.
I would be shocked if they didn't pick me, not just because I want to win, but literally because I felt like it was perfect.
I feel in my heart that they saw how good of a person he was on top of the performance he delivered, and I couldn't be more certain that he's going to get the judges' vote.
I like the Gucci Gucci, I love the dollar bill, I love your pocket rocket, we live to shock it, I like the way you smile.
Everything, he moved like his finger and it would look cool, like, and I don't know how, but he—
Show me.
He
just did it.
I can't do it, he just did it.
Try, yeah.
But see, control. Anyway, Mike has so much control. He's so like good at what he does, and it was weird. I thought he was gonna like, try and play himself down
Make
so
it
that it was
easy,
easy.
right.
But look, if you just watch Mike, it's Mike doing Mike's song, and she was just keeping up with him.
If you go down the line of the different the categories that we have to judge by, overall performance definitely was great. The whole thing was the concept. The dance steps, technically proficiency was a lot of fun. But I think with the award wardrobe, I think it lacked
Yeah,
a little bit
that's
for
where
me
it did.
personally. The wardrobe, as far as you get the whole thing of metallic, you do the metal.
They just dressed up silver.
Yeah.
But it was
when you
because
see
it
the
needed
movement,
that simplicity.
yeah, but when you see the movement, then you see it's a robot. But the thing is I think there could have been a lot more accents in the wardrobe that could have even made it even.
They could have come with tin?
Another
To really
who knows?
show the body.
Another level, yeah.
Maybe.
It could have been
You
something.
mean like
a little-
some tinfoil knees
I don't know. Tinfoil knees.
and on their elbows?
Spray painted face.
I don't know.
I mean, you get the idea. Like they're wearing all silver. Oh, I get it. They're robots, but it's just there wasn't something extra to it. It was just really simple.
Yeah, it's something that I've like always wanted to do, and I thought maybe because I didn't when I was younger that I would be able to, because we didn't have any good dance studios. So, God, what's wrong with me? I'm tired. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine, Mike. It's totally fine. I'm an emotional person.
I'm still embracing.
I adore you. Okay, I'm fine.
No Illuminati, so 1, 2, hit the booze, we on you too, nothing to lose, so let it loose, cause the sheep don't sleep like pop, 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 drop low to the L-O-V-E, gotta get low.
All right, how do we feel, Ryan? Overall performance, third person's YouTuber's perspective?
It reminded me of Alpha Cat's performance. Like it's just a legit dance, except this time the story was so clear to me, and it was such a smart storyline, and I could visually see it. Like, anyone could watch that and be like, okay, I get it. And it's relatable. He did it really well, and he was just so full out that he just sold it for me.
Yeah, I think the want factor in his eyes too, you can like totally see it.
Definitely,
and
you can
feel it.
see how much
Yeah.
he wanted this, so
Yeah.
I just really respected that.
Okay, Lorianne, dance technique for a non-dancer.
Super blown away and really affected by how committed he was. Super in love with the concept and the way they told the story, and Lauren's athleticism and him able to handle it.
That one stunt.
Oh my God, her right through his legs and him not being intimidated
Yeah, totally.
by that level of professional dancer, like coming through, come on.
And
who's
trusting.
That's what I'm saying. So super blown away.
Overall performance?
They did great. I think the overall performance was great. For me, like I said, I think I got to be picky a little bit because you have this little challenge of they got to be off their feet for 8 counts. If you counted, I think he probably did do that, but it looked like there was a little flub up when he went to go step on his calf.
Yeah.
Something happened, but he went with it, which was great. Like you say, keep going. And for people that didn't know, it looked like she was still trying to get into that club.
Yeah.
One of our goals was to get the judges to like us this time, because last time they were kind of mediocre about us, and we were like, we want them to love it, and we did it. We
Yeah, honestly,
totally accomplished that.
It's not even about the money with me. It's just going ham and performing great and winning the judges' vote. Like that's what I really want. I want to have that title.
Winning
I
over
want to
people's
earn
respect,
it.
yeah.
I want to earn it, and I really worked hard. So I think I don't know. We will find out.
His first performance was so much technically better.
Kind of set a standard.
Everything. He set a standard as to why we really believed in his approach to this whole dance game. And what he did was dial in a performance like we weren't gonna find out. What? Hello? That's the stupidest thing you could ever possibly think. When you bring your honesty, no matter how difficult the step is, that's what shines through.
Well, excuses are like assholes. Everybody has one. And he definitely had a lot of excuses during the critique there. I think for me, like I said, the idea of it was great, all that stuff. But on the side, I'm obviously agreeing with Lorianne and everything. We saw something in him that had the potential of moving forward and being better, and I think pushing himself to the limit. It felt like to me he took a step back. And for me personally, when I saw him, he rolled around the floor a little bit, looked at a lantern, kissed his muscles, saw money fly in the air, and then he did a little bit of choreography with Bryn towards the second half of it, and then it was over. It was kind of like, everybody else is out here really busting their ass, and I think that he took the easy way out.
I think I landed right where I thought I would in terms of the dance. I went out there, executed what I could, and delivered a poo-poo platter of poop. I will not get the judges' vote this time. They hate me.
I think I wanted more. I wanted to definitely see more from you because I know you can do it.
I just didn't think you could do half the things you did in there.
That was amazing!